Hello everybody. I was going to do this video. This is like a recap for our live stream yesterday, and it was really wonderful. For those of you who joined, thank you very much. This is of course a short clip, so we're going to go through all our landings, and this will be the first one right here. First, we got a very quick takeoff, as you can see, with lots of other people in the back. We had like, I thought it was more than two. I guess it's just going to be two people right here, but that's fine. Let's just quickly look at our takeoff right here. You see how that went. And I always try to get a very good lift off, as you're going to be seeing here. We like to come close and get very close to the aircraft so that we can actually see the lift off and tell if it is a good one. Alright, so that's my 100 knots check right there. I think we're too loud, so after this one, I'm just going to lower the volume. Alright, so that was kind of a steep takeoff, but it wasn't that bad, I would say. But anyways, gears coming up, let's look at the landing to this one as well. Alright, so getting ready for the landing now. We're just going to quickly take a look at that. Let's bring this right here and get the interface out of the way so that we can enjoy this landing. So turns out this was like the first landing I did in the stream. Honestly, I can't remember. I think it was bad. I don't know. I can't really remember. But I guess we'll find out. We'll see together, and we can rate what it actually looked like. It's funny. I've never been to this airport before, and this is one thing. It's like one experience. Infinite Flight Sim and the live stream I recently started is kind of giving me. I get to like land in various airports, because sometimes even the flight plans are not really, yeah, I made the flight plans, but it's not like I actually know the airport and I have been to the airport before. So yeah, why is this taking too long? Let's give it a little push, or a little skip as we would call it. So I'm going to bring this all the way down here, as this is a long video. So right, we're still very close to the runway, and let me do this really quick just to center it. So we're going to look at this landing from the outside and then from the inside, right? So let's zoom in a little just to see how the touchdown will feel. To be honest, I am actually more focused on center line rather than soft touchdown. But I don't think I did any hard landings, because this landing is I think 216 feet per minute or something like that. So yeah, that's like what we saw. So let's see if it's actually looks smooth on the sim. I'm not sure if that is the case, but we'll see. Okay, we're coming in gently. Okay, that's actually fair. That's fair. I think that's fair. I think that's very fair. I think that's very fair. All right, so let's move on to the next flight, the next takeoff and landing. So as you can see, we have like 3 people here now. This is a Boeing 737-800 American Airlines in the back. I am in the MAX, and there is another very classic retro livery, another American Airline. That's like an old livery. Alright, so let's see what this takeoff would look like. Rotating now. Whoa, that was close to a tail strike. How am I supposed to know that? I didn't actually know that was close to a tail strike. Alright, so we see our takeoff right here. It's cool. It looks very steep, but it's not. It's just the replay mode that is making it look that way. Anyways, gears coming up. Wonderful takeoff. Let's go straight to the landing and see what the landing looks like as well. Alright, so gears are down, and we are ready to get another landing. Don't get your hopes up. It's probably going to be terrible. Probably. I'm not saying for sure, but yeah, I'm like that. I'm not that heavy when it comes to landing. I'm not very good of a pilot during landing, but we'll see. Let's just see how this goes. I think it's still going to be a great landing regardless, so let's just see how it goes. I can see myself in the flare already, so yeah, we'll just see. Let's find out. We're getting very close to the ground right here. The runway is right there. Okay, let's get this landing. Ooh, that was close. That was close. Are we going to get a good touchdown? Good touchdown. Good touchdown. Eesh, that was heavy. that was like, it's actually fine, just a little one-sided, so it looks very heavy. Yeah, all right. That being said, reverses are green, flaps are out, and let's go to the next takeoff now. Alright, so yeah, this is our next takeoff. As you can see, I kind of thought I was recording, but I wasn't. I was just talking to myself pretty much. Okay, that's the early bank to the side. Alright, let's see the landing for this one. Alright, so coming in for this landing now, we have like a very weird crosswind going on here, so it's like pushing us to the side and all of that. And turns out we actually looked like we were too low momentarily, and then that got corrected. But yeah, the wind was like our biggest enemy coming down here. But let's see what we did with the landing though, even though we had like this challenge of let's see, can we get like a wonderful touchdown? It's funny how long runways can actually be. That landing was very heavy. Was very heavy, but at least nobody died, so we're fine. You can see the wind kick in and try to like wave us out of the runway, but we won that fight, and yeah, we made it. We had a very successful landing. Let's take a look at the next landing here. Let's take a look at the next takeoff. Alright, so we got dual takeoff. This is not realistic, so somebody right in front of us is doing his takeoff, but he was far gone, so we just decided to take off right behind him. And we can actually see there's an aircraft also parked here. Did we get those right? No. I keep thinking we got those right, but we didn't, right? Okay, so that takeoff was fine. Gears coming up. Gears coming up. We can see an American Airlines down here again. I don't know if that guy is a part of us. I don't think so. But anyways, I was distracted, to be honest. For me not to have geared up by this time, I was probably distracted. Very much distracted. Anyways, that's like the most terrible takeoff we did because our gears are still out. But yeah, it happened. Let's see how long it took me before I realized my gears were still out. This is weird. This is really weird. I think I had to like go outside before I noticed, oh shoot, my gears are still out. That's like very crazy. I probably passed 10,000 feet before noticing my gears are still out. That's weird. So then I actually geared up. I believe after over 10,000 feet. You know about this could lead to a stall when you let your gears down for too long. But that's depending on your vertical speed though. Anyways, let's see the landing. Alright, so we're coming in here. I don't think we had any crosswind situations in this one. I think we're very fine. And yeah, the runway is right there. Let's do a good job. Are we too close? No, we're not too close to the ground. I thought we were too close, but no, we're not. Alright, let's do a good job. Ooh, that was close to the ground. We need a good job. And nice. That touchdown was very soft. Very soft. I think that was a good one. I think that was a good one. Alright, let's do the next takeoff. Alright, so we started rolling for the next takeoff. As you can see, I believe I was the only one in this flight. I don't think any other person came with me. I think I was like you. All right, clean takeoff, nice, no tail strike whatsoever. Gears coming up. Come on, my gears should be up. Why do I keep forgetting? Did I actually forget? I don't know. All right, gears are up. Nice. That was a late gear up though. Very late. Ooh, when you go very high, that's when you see the beauty of these airports. Look at how beautiful this is. Anyways, that's it for this takeoff. Let's see the landing. Alright, so we're coming into the runway for this landing. I'm going to be adding the departures and arrival airports, the ICAO code, so that you guys know where we did all these flights that we did. Alright, so coming down here right about now, let's see what the touchdown looks like. Let's see that. That was actually good. That was actually very good. That's probably like the best touchdown we did today. I don't know, but probably. Alright, let's see the takeoff for the next flight. Okay, so we got at holding point runway right here, and we're going to be turning into the airport and looking to get a very good takeoff here. Let's just see how that goes. All right, nice turn in. Let's see how that goes. Let's see if this is qualified to be called a good takeoff or not. This should be V1. Is it? I think so. And rope it nice. Yeah, that's no form close to the tail strike. All right, gears coming up. Nice. Okay, I think this was a wonderful takeoff. Alright, let's see the landing. Okay, so we're coming close to the runway right now. Can we actually get a very good landing, or is it going to be flopped again? I don't know, but let's see. This should probably be a good landing. I don't think we have any wind. Oh, we do have wind problem. Pushing us to the side. But let's see, can we actually manage things and make this count? Yeah, let's see. This is a good view. Nope, that was terrible. That was really bad. But anyways, yeah, that's it for this landing. Let's see the takeoff and to our final flight. All right, so we turn in immediately and just start our rolling, like right about now. So I'm going to see this from the side just to know if we were close to a tail strike. No, we're not. That was actually a very good rotation right here, and gears coming up. Finally, we got the gears to come up very quick. Who's that? I think that guy has like a network problem or something. He was just running around the airport. Alright, see how beautiful the airport is. That's when you actually see how beautiful these airports are. When you fly up, that's when you actually see. Anyways, that's it for the takeoff. Let's see the landing. Alright, so our final landing for the stream yesterday, as at the time I was making this recording. So we can see the runway right there. It's really clear. We can't actually zoom into the runway. That's weird. But yeah, we can actually see the runway right there, and we're fully configured for landing. Flaps set at 40. Everything is fine. The runway is right there. Alright, let's just see this landing and get it over with. Alright, we're coming in gently and down on the runway above the threshold. Let's see what kind of landing are we going to get. Soft, hard. Is that a float? Okay, that was a good touchdown, but for some reason we just got pushed down to one side. I guess that happens. Anyways, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am live every day by 4 p.m. Nigerian time. See you guys in the next one. Peace.